Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Apple, Spotify, or Google, please leave a 5-star rating and review. It supports the podcast and it doesn't cost you anything. This content is brought to you by Uphold, which makes crypto investing easy. I've been using Uphold since 2017. They're one of my go-to exchanges. They have 10 plus million users, 250 plus cryptocurrencies, and they're available in 150 countries. You can also trade equities and precious metals on Uphold. As with all exchanges, you can buy and sell on them, but I highly recommend you custody your own crypto, not your keys, not your coins. If you'd like to learn more about Uphold, please visit the link in the description. All right, my friends, we got news here from Fox that is highlighting that Elizabeth Warren colluded with Gary Gensler ahead of a congressional hearing. She sent him the questions and the answers, essentially questions that she was going to ask him. Complete corruption here. And these two have been two peas in a pod. And I've actually included Brad Sherman in there. And I've said 3 peas in a pod, right? I've said that many times over the past year. We know Elizabeth Warren is a big time crypto critic and skeptic. She's out there spreading FUD and false narratives. Even when actual facts is presented to her, she puts the FUD out there, and she is in collusion with Gary Gensler. And the fact that she was sending him her questions ahead of time, asking him if he was comfortable with those questions, and also agreeing on the answers. Tell me what you're going to say, and here's what you should respond with, is absolute corruption, is disgusting. They should be ashamed of themselves. Elizabeth Warren, I tweeted out, she's a professional hypocrite. Gary Gensler is a corrupt regulator, and he needs to resign and get kicked out of office. It's pathetic. They should be ashamed of themselves. They do not represent the United States of America. And I'm going to play the clip here for you on the reporting done by Fox. Now, for those of you, I know politics and different things play a role in the type of media we consume, but put your political bias to the side because this is actual facts. A FOIA request was done, so the data coming back was facts. It's not the reporter's opinion or his take on it. It's rather, here's what they actually did. So listen to this clip.
Bombshell report tonight about how Senator Elizabeth Warren, and her office coordinated testimony with the Security and Exchange Commission ahead of a Senate hearing. The Heritage Foundation Oversight Project, of which I'm associated, through a FOIA request, obtained emails from Warren's office to the office of Chairman Gary Gensler 2 days before his Senate testimony back in September of 2021. The email from Warren's economic policy advisor includes a list of questions. Get this, a list of questions that Senator Warren planned to ask, along with suggested answers for the chairman of the SEC. The advisor also wrote, quote, "Let me know if you're okay with the questions as currently written." 2 days later, she sent a follow-up, quote, "Let me know if it's looking like the chair has any issue with the framing of the questions. Definitely don't want to put him in a tough spot," end quote. And it appears the chairman didn't have any issue with these questions because Senator Warren asked almost verbatim from the email. Check this out.
Chair Gensler, advocates say crypto markets are all about financial inclusion, but the people who are most economically vulnerable are the ones who are most likely to have to withdraw their money the fastest when the market drops. Does this sound like the path to financial inclusion to you?
So there you have it. Isn't that pathetic that she was doing this with Gary Gensler, sending him softball questions, giving him the answers, what he should say? It's disgusting, these two. I can't believe this is happening. And I hope that the House GOP, once again, I'm not, any type of promoting any political party here, but the House GOP is part of the House Financial. A lot of the folks are part of the Financial Committee, and I'll know a lot of them are going to, bring Gary Gensler in to hold him accountable, like Representative Huizenga and so forth. They need to act here. This guy, Gary Gensler, is not a good regulator. He is clearly politically motivated. And from what we've heard, he wants the treasury job, and he has not provided the market with clear regulations. He's out there colluding with different members of Congress, has an agenda. He doesn't want to provide clear regulations because he can go around shaking down companies for millions of dollars. And as I've said, he's not the cop on the beat. He's the cop on the take. And he's corrupt, and he needs to be kicked out of office. We have to put the pressure here, my friends. You got to tweet. You got to make videos. It's not just, myself as a content creator, but you have to as well. Contact your representative. We have to do this to put pressure, get this man out of office, because it's clear here he is partnering with the crypto skeptics. As we've talked about, he's trying to slow crypto down, and he's trying to go around, shake down these companies for money, because he knows many of them don't have the capital to fight the SEC from an ongoing basis. The only one that is able to do that is Ripple, and they have a huge treasure chest of capital. And we've talked about the Ripple lawsuit. I believe Ripple is going to win. I believe XRP is going to be declared a non-security and relisted on exchanges. And Gary's going to take a big loss there. And we know Gary failed in his role because he missed FTX, even though Sam Bankman-Fried was in his office multiple times meeting with him. In fact, he was about to give FTX a free pass to make it a monopoly in the United States, but thank goodness that didn't happen. He missed Celsius, Voyager, 3 Hours Capital, Terra Luna, but he went after Kim Kardashian. Yeah, thanks for protecting us from Kim Kardashian, Gary. She's the one that lost billions of dollars, right? Nope, it was the other companies as mentioned. Gary's a complete failure. So this really makes me angry, guys, that he is doing this with Elizabeth Warren, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. As mentioned, Gary's a corrupt regulator, and Elizabeth Warren is a professional hypocrite. Now, even in fact, today, Gary tweets out, it looks like a podcast he did here with some members of the U.S. Army and different folks. And he says, what are the risks for investing in crypto? And of course, the audio here highlights what he's saying about crypto, this and that, and so forth. And, I tweeted back at him. I said, you are the biggest risk, Gary, because you have not provided the market with clear guidance. You have also failed at stopping bad actors. Sam Bankman-Fried met with you and you didn't do your job, but good job protecting us from Kim Kardashian, I guess. So Gary here, you clearly see his agenda. And I think, this Elizabeth Warren news here and the details of this FOIA request show he's in collusion to try to stop crypto as much as possible. He's protecting the incumbents. I've been saying that for a long time. Some people say, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. This is just clear politics 101. And if you don't see it, based on the facts of who he's colluding with, why he hasn't provided the market with clarity, then your head is stuck in the ground, right? Your head is in the sand. You need to wake up and see what this man is doing. He is not here to help this technology and innovation, and he knows about it. He taught it at MIT, but clearly in the SEC role, he is beholden to these incumbents, and they don't call him Goldman Gary Gensler for no reason. He's a Goldman Sachs guy. He's a Wall Street guy. He's protecting JP Morgan. He's protecting Goldman Sachs. So wake up and see this. Contact your representative, make content, tweet. You have to do it because we at least have these tools to our advantage. We have social media. We have the ability to create content and get it out there where a lot of people can see it. So there's never been a time in history where we could have done that unless you had obviously millions, hundreds of thousands into millions of dollars to get TV and radio access, right? And print access, but we don't need that. We have social media, and the members of Congress are on Twitter. Gary Gensler is on Twitter. The SEC officials are on Twitter. We have the opportunity here, so please make your voices heard. This is not just about me. I'm asking you. I'm asking for a call of action here. Start tweeting. Get Gary Gensler resign. Gary Gensler resign. Hashtag trending. We got to do this, guys, because clearly this man is working with those who are crypto critics to try to stop it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting lobbied by JP Morgan and all these guys, and they're giving him a lot of money to slow crypto down as much as possible. All right, let's move ahead, guys. I have not heard about this coin. It's previously, or I should say, prior to this past week, Aptos has surged in price, and it triggers flashback of Ripple's 2017 bull run. Now they said Ripple, but it should be XRP that had a bull run in 2017. So we're seeing a really big spike for this token. I have, once again, it hasn't been on my radar. I don't hold it in my portfolio. I'm not telling you to go invest in it, but I want to report the news and let you know what's happening. So Layer 1 Aptos has seen the price of its token, APT or APT, soar by 460% since the start of the year. Previously dubbed the Solana killer, the proof-of-stake network Aptos promised to create a fast and cheap blockchain that would enable NFTs, DAOs, and DeFi activity, but fell short when it launched in October of last year. Only 50 active developers are currently active on Aptos, according to data from Token Terminal. Its number of daily active users currently sits at around 31,000. Despite these numbers, Aptos' fully diluted valuation is significantly greater than that of other blockchains, including Avalanche, Solana, Polygon, and Optimism, Blockworks senior analyst Dan Smith said. So I would be careful here, guys. It's pumping. I'm letting you know about the news and what's happening because you're probably going to hear about it. You're probably going to see bots or different people commenting on it on social media, maybe on YouTube, Twitter, and so forth. Just be careful. Don't chase pumps. That's one thing I've learned. Please learn from my mistakes. Don't chase pumps. This coin is pumping. If you hold it, congratulations. I'm not upset that you're making money on it, but be careful. Be careful, right? Because there's certainly folks who are pumping coins and they could dump on you. So you don't want to be buying as something is pumping and you buy that top and they dump on you and you're left with the bag, right? You got to be careful. This is why we need regulations in the crypto market. There's great technology here. There's disruptive technology. Technology is going to be part of the economy in the future, but there are crap coins and there are coins that people use to manipulate. This is why, in the article I read here, the statistics, it's supposed to be a Solana, Avalanche, and other blockchain killers, but it only has 50 developers and there's only 31,000 active users. That's a red flag and it's pumping like that. Be careful. Please be careful. Once again, I don't want you to go run and invest in this. Do your research, and be careful. Don't chase pumps. I say that with emphasis because I've done that and I've gotten burned in my early days. So please, once again, learn from my mistakes. Finally, some very bullish news around Tezos. I have not talked about Tezos for a while. I hold Tezos in my portfolio. It's a proof of stake token. And of course, I stake it and I earn passive rewards. I haven't been accumulating Tezos. I accumulated a lot of Tezos years ago, but I've been holding it because I did see there was promise that this project could do well. It was getting adoption, not as fast as other blockchains out there. But, there's going to be multiple winners in this market. And I've interviewed the founders of Tezos years ago, like Arthur Brightman and so forth. And we got bullish news here. California DMV, which is Department of Motor Vehicles, to digitize car title management system via Tezos. That's pretty big real world adoption, right, guys? And it's the token economy where you're going to have these different real world use cases, IDs and contracts and so forth be placed on the blockchain. So this is what you want to see as a crypto investor. So California's DMV Chief Digital Officer, Ajay Gupta, emphasized that the agency is looking to modernize its current systems and bring greater transparency to car title transfers. Once again, huge adoption, real world adoption. This move is part of a collaboration between the California DMV, Tezos, and blockchain software firm Oxhead Alpha, with the latter announcing successful proof of concept on January 25th. The California DMV has tapped Oxhead Alpha to build on a private Tezos testnet that it has dubbed a shadow ledger. It is essentially designed to become a blockchain-based replication of the agency's current database. The California DMV's chief digital officer, Ajay Gupta, told Fortune on January 26 that the agency is looking to have the shadow ledger ironed out within the next 3 months. Following on from that, it is looking to roll out applications such as digital wallets to hold and transfer NFT card titles, with the DMV acting as a middleman to oversee such operations. Here's a quote: "The DMV's perception of lagging behind should definitely change," Gupta told Forbes. Oxhead Alpha's president Andrew Smith outlined that the California DMV's blockchain initiative will serve a wide range of use cases for the agency, particularly concerning the modernization, of its current paper-based systems. My friends, forget about Tezos for a second. Do you see what's happening here? This is what we're talking about. Everything on the blockchain, your card title, your driver's license, your passport, your house deed, and whatever else, it's your voter ID. It's all going on the blockchain. Please wake up if you are still on the fence on crypto and blockchain. And some of you may say, well, Tony, it says on the blockchain, it doesn't say on Bitcoin, it doesn't say on the token. Yes, you are correct. But what is the grease? What powers these blockchains? The token. And as these blockchains get adoption and is building on them, just look at what happened with Ethereum, right? With NFTs and DeFi and ICOs, the network value increases. Its network effect. More adopters on, more building, more users, more developers on the blockchain, the native token will increase in value because it's a trickle-down effect, right? The token powers the blockchain. Please don't miss this. Once this clicked for me, then I understood, and then I start looking at who's building on which blockchain, not necessarily what the token price is now, but rather who's getting the real world adoption, who's building on it, because eventually that will lead to the token value exploding. And I hope you guys are recognizing that. You know, if I were to do an analogy, look at Facebook, right? As a social media network, we are on financial networks with these blockchains, right? So you're on Facebook, you're posting, and Facebook is monetizing your content, but you don't get any value. You don't get anything from Facebook. They don't pay you for your posts and for you commenting and liking your friends' posts, right? But with crypto networks and financial networks, think of it as you participating on that network, but now you are incentivized because you have the token to participate and you will be rewarded. You can get a financial gain. You almost have equity in that blockchain, right? So that's what's happening here, my friends. And when you have governments, whether it be local, like the California DMV, or a federal, or whatever it is, a country, whatever it is, right, around the world, it's going to increase the value of the tokens. So Tezos, I see as one of the potential, and I say potential because I don't know what the future holds, as a potential winner in the future. And that's why I hold in my portfolio. That's why I'm staking it. I'm earning passive rewards. I also hold XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Algorand. I'm very bullish on Algorand. I hold Chainlink. I hold Matic, which is the Polygon blockchain. I'm very bullish on Polygon. So I hope this is resonating. I hope I'm opening up some light bulb moments here for you guys, for those of you who are still skeptics. My OG subscribers and listeners, you know the deal. This is what we are expecting. This is what we've been waiting for, and you're going to see more and more of this, my friends. This is what the future is going to look like. Digitization, tokenization on the blockchain. So that's the news, my friends. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.